Hey there guys, it's Salis, and welcome back to Retro Wednesdays. This week we are concluding our look at the Golden Axe games with this. Golden Axe 3. Unfortunately, this game was only available in Japan. However, it was revived later on for the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation Portable, also known as the PSP, as part of the Sega Genesis collection. Now, unlike the previous two Golden Axe games, there was no way to increase your health meter, it was set. Also, this. This is the new character select screen. You've got your Barbarian and your Amazon, and yes, the boobs are bigger. But you cannot select Grimly, son of Groin anymore. Instead, you get Captain Caveman and Panthro. I'm not kidding, that looks really like Panthro. 3 guesses who we're playing as. He doesn't have the best magic, but by God is he fun to play with. The idea is, all the characters have been released from this evil curse. And we've got to go and defeat the Prince of Darkness. Quite frankly, I don't want to kill Ozzy Osbourne, but needs must. So, off we go. Now, the first thing you'll notice about this game, the slow and often annoying combat is gone. And the kick-ass sounds are back, as is the awesome music. It's a shame this never actually got a European release on the cartridge, because it looks like they've learned a lot from Golden Axe 2, and they can't just spend all their money making the Amazon's tits bigger. I mean, adding an anthropomorphic panther is actually a really good thing. But it's not just the only thing they've added. As you can see, new creatures. And the fact that to pick anything up, you don't just walk up to it anymore, you actually have to press the B button. But they did do away with one thing I'm glad they got rid of. Special magic. Magic now acts by default, and the only way it works. Exactly like Golden Axe 1. Also, they put in that you can block in this game. Don't ask me how, it just seems to happen. But the animation is where this game shines. It is so much better than Golden Axe 1 or 2. Also, you will notice, enemy AI is not so thick they walk off walls anymore. In fact, if I can try and get them to do it, yep. That guy will actually run behind and try and get behind you. They have tightened up the enemy AI something fantastic. Yes, it's still punishingly hard, and yes, there's still a hard stun in the combat, but you can forgive that if it's fun. And this game is so much fun. Hopefully I'll get to show you some of Panthro's magic when we get to the boss. Right, pay attention to this section. Watch this. This is something that I am so glad is in this game. As you can see, Panthro runs up. Right, now all I gotta do is knock him off. Right, watch under the truck. Watch under the truck. You actually see them underneath the truck when you knock them off. And the same goes for you when you fall off. That shows effort. Actual, honest-to-goodness effort. And I'm so glad it's in. I honestly cannot praise this game any higher than I already do. Not only can you play as an anthropomorphic panther, but all the issues I raised with Golden Axe 2 are gone. It's actually a really well balanced game as well. As you can see, Panthro has no weapons. So he's only got the range of tooth and claw. But to compensate for that, his magic is actually quite powerful. It's still nothing compared to the Amazon, but it really does make up for it. Whereas Captain Caveman, who I would assume is designed to replace Grimly, son of Groin, has exactly the same power as Grimly. His melee attacks are incredibly powerful, but his magic is terrible. And while I'm on the subject of the magic, you'll notice in the magic bar, it's in blocks now, and that dictates what spell you use. At the moment, I'm only going to be using the level 2 spell, because block 3 hasn't illuminated yet. Luckily, the first boss is actually really easy, so I'm going to beat him without using magic, and I will show you only the top tier magic of Panthro. Now, get used to seeing these models. They will be palette swapped, as with every other Golden Axe game. But again, you can forgive it, because it's fun. And it has a kick-ass soundtrack and sound. Now, hopefully, that won't kill him yet. No, watch this. They will actually block your jump attack with their shield. There was so much effort put into this. I'm guessing this was an apology for Golden Axe 2, but I'll accept that apology. I mean, yes, this was originally only available in Japan, but it's been ported. Now, this is interesting. You can actually select where you want to go. And I feel like going through the village. Now, the thief sections are back. And I think the thieves are actually a little trickier in this one. Come on, I want to get top tier magic. There we go, top tier magic available. Hopefully I'll be able to show you on the boss. As you can see, I'm still getting Fs even now. And we're going to Tender Hamlets, which I can guarantee is anything but tender. But the music is awesome. Right, that's it. I don't know what these guys are supposed to be, I mean, apart from like a winter warmer. And I like the fact that you can't just stare at the Amazon boobs anymore. They put man boobs in the game. Yes, apparently even in the Middle Ages, boobs were a problem. Honestly, I don't know what these do for the Prince of Darkness, I mean, apart from the truffle shuffle, but they're quite fun. I mean, that one's just sleeping on the job. That's what you get for sleeping. You get punched by a panther. Now, I think this game has borrowed heavily from Streets of Rage, Exhibit B. Destructo scenery, with items in it. But as you go through the game, it's not always items you find in those. Occasionally you'll actually have to find a thief. And while you're fighting all the other enemies, you've got to try and attack the thief, and it's not easy. Here's an example, I think. Nope, that's just magic. No, occasionally, like I said, you will find a thief in there, and you'll have to deal with that to get what you want. How cool is that, though? You literally just bite into his chest. The moves are a lot more varied in this, I think. Plus, the addition of the block is very much appreciated. I just wish I knew how to work it. Now, these are things you'll come across. Hostage situations. And I'll show you what they do once I beat these two guards. The way it works, each guard is responsible for one hostage. So, you kill the guard, I say you kill the guard, and one hostage will be released. Now, every time you rescue a hostage, a little unk appears underneath your character title. When you get enough of them, you actually get an extra life. So it really does pay to release those hostages. I'm not even sure the best route to get the most hostages. I think if I'd have gone up and through the graveyard, I would have got more by now. But I want to show you the village so I can show you the Destructo scenery. What is that coming out of its mouth? Is it just me or does that look like a steel dildo? Oh well. Again, another choice. I'm gonna go... Well, I went down last time, let's go up. And those choices add a lot of replay value. Aha! Here's a thief. Now, I've got to deal with a thief at the same time as dealing with all these guys. No easy feat. Luckily, I managed to hit him with that creature. And there's another one. There we go. I need more hostages. I need more lives. I love that backwards kick thing he does. That's so cool. Right, 2 more of these pallet swappable guards. Yes, I've still got credits, so we're good. Again, like Golden Axe 2, if you die and you've got no magic, you will always come back with some. Oh, I wonder where the other guy went then. Their models just stacked up. Aha! Now, you'll notice this is actually one of the playable characters. So, what do you have to do to him, you may ask? Apart from this. Panthro actually has the magic of blizzards. He can summon in a mighty snowstorm. That is so cool. And now my magic's exhausted. Now this is actually quite interesting because it's the characters with the 2 shortest range versus each other. I did this on the Amazon once. It's a lot harder on the Amazon because it kind of compensates for her increased range. And it gets a little annoying. Fortunately, as Panthro, it's a walk in the park. Like I said, every time you die, you come back with some magic. This is lowest tier. A gentle frosting of snow. And yet he makes it seem like an epic event. Now you notice I didn't actually kill him. I just killed the curse. And he just says, I am so ashamed that I fell under their curse. I must beg your pardon. He's quite an eloquent caveman, but, you know, that's how it is. So what do I think of Golden Axe 3? I think it was a crime that it was only available in Japan. If you can get hold of an imported copy, I really, really would. If not, like I said, it is available in America when it was released as a Sega Channel exclusive. But the best way to pick it up will be to pick it up in the PlayStation 2 and PSP ports, part of the Sega Genesis collection. So, until next week, I've been Salis, he's been Panthro, and we will see you next time.